Dr. Dunn, thank you for coming today and watching my video. And I wanted to just show you some of the ideas that are in the PowerPoint and some that weren't in the PowerPoint of different ways to practice spelling. So in kindergarten and first grade, this is one of the ways that we work together, whole group, at spelling. And so each of the children have letters that are quite large that we alphabetize, and I give the kids an ABC chart that is large on the floor, and they work with a partner, and it's put together like this with space in between. Now this is a small version, my other ones are at school, but they're quite large and they have space in between where there's just lamin, so the kids have space to put letters. And then together we build the words that make up the lesson, and it's a great practice to have the kids realize, are these uppercase letters or lowercase letters? And it also reinforces the vowels are all in red, so it reinforces vowels and consonants and begins to acquaint kids with those. And then we go through and practice and say the words. So that's one idea that we use. Another idea that Another idea that we use is a tactile idea, and so this is just a container of rice. It could be a container of sand, and the children then practice writing a word in it. So if they're working on the sight word from, then they would draw the word in the sand as they go. This is a small pan, so a cookie sheet or a 9x13 pan actually works much better. Then another idea, we have sight word cards that we use in first grade for spelling practice, and we have this is the list of 100 sight words. So we have 25 in a color, and then as the kids practice and they are able to do them, they can practice writing them in lots of different ways to practice their spelling. One way would be to use pipe cleaners and create the letters over the top, and then practice making the sound and reading it together. Another way would be to have other kinds of letters that just lots of manipulating letters, thinking about sounds, particularly in kindergarten and first grade. So the kids are, whoops, I'm upside down.
There you go.
So the kids are doing lots of thinking about what do these letters say, what word can we make together, and just practicing. Another reinforcement that could be done at any age is rainbow letters. And so this is a paper that's just put inside a plastic sleeve protector, but lamin works well too, and then having kids take dry erase markers and practice writing over the top. And then the dry erase would not work to do rainbow letters. I got mixed up, I apologize. So, but that's just a good practice so that they're saying the letters as they go. T-R-A-I-N, train. And then rainbow letters works this way, where kids take different colors and practice going over the letter with each color. Train, T-R-A-I-N, and then with another color, so that by the time they're done, they may have practiced going over it 7 times or 4 or 5 times. T-R-A-I-N. The markers are running out of color here. R-A-I-N. It's good fine motor practice for younger children and gives lots of repetition, spelling it correctly. Train. Another tactile way that children can practice spelling words is to take screening. This happens to be just netting that is left over from something. My screen is at school, but it's like what you use for screen doors. And then with a crayon, pressing pretty hard. Lots of times the kids break their crayons when they're doing it, and that's fine. And so practicing writing. And as they write, the tactile, if they're pressing hard enough, then the tactile part of the screening will come through and it will leave a raised surface for them to practice. So S-A-I-D, and then they can go back over with their finger, S-A-I-D. And I'm not sure if you can see, but there's some raised surface there that's come from the screening. And then if children need a little bit more tactile, you can have them go ahead and paint over the top of it, and it's like a crayon resist, so that then the word really pops out and gives them an opportunity to go over their letters and practice spelling it again and getting that tactile reinforcement. Another form that can be used at lots of different age levels is just a baggie that has some tempera paint in it, and or some shaving cream. We didn't have any that foamed, so I have a bag of tempera paint, and then the child practices writing a word. So I'm going to practice writing my word. The star word was. Whoops. W-A-S. Was. And it disappears pretty readily, but it does give them some reinforcement initially so that they can see their letters. I would have to play with it and see if maybe with a little less air it works a little bit better inside. Another tactile form that children can use is Play-Doh, and rolling out snakes of Play-Doh. And so here I'm going to write the word from. F. Whoops. R. Oh. O. M. And I have the word from. Older children could also be using lots of different kinds of manipulatives. These are Scrabble letters, and I think you could go to Goodwill or Salvation Army and get quite a collection, and then use them and have the kids use the trays to set up letters and to practice, and then an additional reinforcement, they could count up and see how much their word is worth, and then they could go ahead and see if they could change the word and turn it into a different word with some other letters that they might have. As children become, as their spelling capacity grows, then words can go ahead and be put on chains that they've succeeded at, and then they can have their own word chain. So this would be FR words that a child has succeeded at, and then it could be made into a chain that could be their success chain. And then these words that they're still working on could be in a pocket or a folder of some kind that then the child would go back to and take out the words they don't know. That these are going to be the words that they are working on to continue spelling. So there's lots of different ways to reinforce. You can put beans on top of letters or buttons, using math links to trace out the letters for younger children. So thanks for coming today and learning some things about spelling that I know you already know. Thank you.